Okay, trapezium rules. They've given us a curve or a graph, and it shows the speed of a train, okay, over 50 seconds. Now they've asked us to use the trapezium rule with the values taken from the table to estimate the distance in meters the train has travelled, okay? So we're only looking at between 35 and 50. So on my graph, I'm going to mark where 35 and 50 are, just so we know that's the sort of section of the graph we are working on. That's what they've asked us to do, okay? The area formula is the area for trapezium. So that's taken from something you should have done in class and something you will have to learn. So it's the area of trapezium, or called the trapezium rule. So if we think about then splitting up, so it's telling us to go from 35 to 40. So it's telling us the intervals, how big it wants things to be. So on your graph, I would suggest you start doing this. So you draw in between 35 and 40. That's your first one. So you say that's Y0, Y1. Then you do in 40 to 45, it's going to be Y2, and then you've got the last interval, which is down there as Y3. So that's what your graph should look like, labelling those. Now H is the interval size, so the difference between those two numbers, you can see it's always 5, isn't it? The difference between our two numbers is always 5, therefore H is going in that formula as 5. Then we need to read off our values. Now they've actually given these to us. If we look here, they've actually provided these for us here. So you go Y0, Y1, Y2 and Y3. They've provided those numbers for us there. So they are now being substituted into the formula. So all you're doing is replacing the numbers that we are labelling with the numbers they've told us they are, and they're going directly into that formula. Now you are allowed a calculator for this question, so when you put all of that in your calculator, you will get 27.25, and it is in meters. And that is a very basic trapezium rule question.